Hello student, this year you are going to study some advanced concepts in geography. These concepts will be useful to you even in future. The textbook sets out many tasks and projects. Questions on the topics have been posed under the titles such as think about it, use your brain power, find out, etc. This will be definitely be beneficial to you. Okay, so let us start the first let us start the first lesson, local time and standard time. In this lesson we are going to study the points measurement of time, in that measurement of time in olden days and modern days. After that we will see the meaning and use and importance of local time, standard time, Indian Standard Time, that is IST, and Universal Standard Time, that is GMT. Okay, then let us start the first point, measurement of time. Student, first of all let me know, in present times, what are the instruments used for time measurement? You know very well. Okay, I will tell the answer. Today, the usual measuring instruments for time are clocks and watches. For highly accurate measurement of time, an atomic clock is used. Okay. Now, one question arises. Why do we need to see the time? Okay, the answer is from morning till night we do many activities, isn't it? We get up early in the morning, brush our teeth, and take a bath. Then we have breakfast and go to school. We study in our classrooms, we return home, we go to the playground to play in the evening. We have dinner, then we brush our teeth and go to sleep. So, considering our daily routine, we need to decide the time for all our activities, isn't it? That's why we need to see the time. Okay. Now, in olden days, the natural events of sunrise and sunsets and the instruments like Ghatika Patram and timer, sun timer, etc. were used to measure the time. Now Ghatika Patra means what? A bowl with a minute hole at its base, while which would float in a large water-filled vessel. On the basis of observation and experience, people divided the day into three parts. The three parts are daytime, nighttime, and a whole day. Daytime means the duration from the sunrise to sunset is called a daytime. Nighttime means the duration from the sunset to the next sunrise is called a nighttime. And a whole day means what? The duration from one sunrise to the next is called a whole day. Okay? Student, you know very well the earth takes 24 hours, that is one day, to complete one rotation, isn't it? Since earth rotates from west to east, we feel that the sun is changing its position from east to west daily. Student, you have experience of traveling in a bus, isn't it? While traveling in a bus, we often see trees electric poles, buildings, etc. outside the window. They appear to be moving in the opposite direction. Actually, they are stationary. Stationary means they are stable at their places. They are not moving. But our bus is moving forward. Similarly, because of the rotation of the earth, we feel that the sun is changing its position from east to west daily. Okay. Now during rotation, the longitude in the western part face the sun gradually. Now see, the longitude come forward in front of sun. Okay. So it experiences sunrise while those in the east experience darkness. Now eastern side longitude go opposite side of the sun. So it experience darkness. It means there will be sunset. Okay. Now let us see what is meant by local time. As soon as the sun starts moving up in the sky after sunrise, the length of our shadow reduces. Normally, the length of the shadow is shortest at noon. You might have observed this when you stand in open ground at noon time, your shadow is shortest one, isn't it? The noon time is the same at any given longitude across the earth, that is, from the North Pole to the South Pole. Now, let us revise what is meant by latitude and what is meant by longitude. In first diagram, this is the equator. Because of the equator, there are two hemispheres, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Okay, so east to west direction, these latitudes are there. Okay, now second diagram, see this red line you can see, this is the prime meridian. Okay, and because of prime meridian, there are two hemisphere, east hemisphere and western hemisphere. Now see the imaginary lines, these are the longitudes, means longitudes are north to south direction. There are total 360 longitudes. Okay. Okay. So and see that this is the northern pole and this is the southern pole. Okay. So what is our topic? The noon time is the same at any given longitude across the earth. Okay. The time of a place as decided by the location of the sun in the sky is known as its local time. Now see this diagram. See the location of sun and on the earth. This part means this longitude is exactly in front of the sun. So here is noon time. Okay. Means what? The timing is decided by the location of the sun. It is called local time. Okay. Okay. Understanding the timings of sunrise, noon, sunset and midnight at the polar region become important. At the poles, the daytime and the duration of the day last around 6 months. Right now I show the polar area, North Pole and South Pole. To tell the time of sunrise or sunset at the poles, one has to consider the date. When the sun rises on a specific day, It moves around the horizon, and therefore here the length of shadow cannot be considered for telling the noon time. Okay, different longitudes have different timing for sunrise, noon and sunset. When it is noon at Mumbai, it wouldn't be the same at Kolkata because Kolkata lies to the east of Mumbai. It would be already be afternoon in Kolkata. Now, why does it happen? See that the place of both, the location of the both places is same. Very eastern side is Kolkata and the western part of India is Mumbai. So, because of the location of these places, we see the difference in timing. Okay, the local time of a place on the Earth's surface is determined with reference to its noon time. This implies that places lying on the same longitude have same local time. Means what? For example, the southern side of India, Sri Lanka is the neighboring country. The longitude of Sri Lanka and India is same, so the local time in India and Sri Lanka will be same. Okay, there is no difficulty when local time is used for a small area. Means the longitudinal extent of any country is small, less, then there will be local time will be 1 everywhere. When people living in a larger area across different longitudes have to interact with each other, then using the local time could lead to chaos and confusion. Means what? If the longitudinal extent of any country is vast, then eastern side and westernmost part of that country will have different timing, isn't it? And that's why there will be confusion about timing. For example, the country Brazil, the longitudinal extent of Brazil is very vast, and that's why the time zone in this country are there are 4 time zones in this country. Okay, the local time is different in different parts of the world. The daily routine of the people there is determined according to the local time in those places. Now, let us see a figure carefully to understand local times of different longitude. Let's see the world map. See here, here is the 0 degree meridian. It is called prime meridian also. It go through England like this, and it is called Greenwich Mean Time. It is also called GMT. Okay. The difference in standard times of various countries is calculated with reference to GMT. Remember that. Now, see the clocks are shown here at GMT. What is the timing here? It is 12 at noon. Okay. So as we go eastern side of GMT, the timing will be ahead. Okay. See that here is 12 at noon. So ahead means here 1, 2, this longitude 3, next longitude 4, next longitude 5, then here 6 at evening time there is sunset. So as we go eastern side, of GMT, the timing will be ahead. And exactly opposite western side. When we go to western side of GMT, the timing will be behind. Now here is 12 at noon. So time see that here 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, here 6. It is sunrise is here. Accordingly, the remaining clocks you should see. So in short, what is the main point? When you are going western side of GMT, the timing will be behind. If you are going eastern side of the GMT, then timing will be ahead. So on the basis of this map, an activity is given in your textbook. So you should observe again this map very carefully that is given in your textbook and try to solve the question answers given in the textbook. So today we will stop here. Remaining part we will see in second part. Okay. Thank you children.